Hi my friends, and welcome back. I'm George Pearson. I do want to thank you for watching. In this video, I'm going to be revealing the components of success. You're going to actually be meeting them, and there are 5 components. And the reason for your meeting these components is that once you get to meet them and understand them, success is going to take a whole different angle. There's going to be a whole different picture. You're going to think of it in a whole different way. The end result is that success is going to be much easier for you to, it's going to be within your reach. It's going to be within your grasp. So if you're wanting success with your home business or to grow a YouTube channel, consider these 5 characters, these 5 components of success to be your success team. And I want to introduce you to your success team so that they can help you to be successful. So these are the guys that kind of work behind the scenes. The first member of your success team is YU. YU, that's the first member, is YU, full name, YU should not. Hi YU, welcome. Hi, I'm YU, YU should not. I want to begin with sharing the fact that you should not be on YouTube and you should not be growing a home business. And let me tell you why you should not. Because it's a waste of your time. As you can see and as you can hear, YU is going to give you all the reasons why you should not do a lot of things that you should be doing. YU's personality is based on negatives. However, YU actually has good intentions. So that's why I want you to meet this character, because YU is part of your success team. Sometimes it works against you. Most of the time it is working against you. Most of the time YU is negative, but every once in a while YU is right. And again, YU has good intentions, right YU? Of course. I have your best intentions in mind. And that's why I'm telling you that making money online is a hoax and it's a scam. So save yourself money, save yourself time, and by simply avoiding it. Excuse me for interrupting YU, but these negatives that YU comes up with are often reasons why you want to ignore YU. Why you want to ignore YU most of the time. What do you mean ignore? Take my advice and ignore what you're about to discover in this video. In fact, save yourself some time and just switch to another channel right now. Did you just mute my audio? There's no reason to mute me. Don't ignore me, don't mute me, you need to listen to me. YU is always going to be pointing out the reasons why your home business is a bad idea, why your YouTube channel is not going to work. Now, YU should not, is based on doubt, on all the negatives. It's based on doubt, it's based on fear, insecurity. These are the basis for YU's arguments. However, I want you to stay tuned, because I do not suggest that you kick YU off your team completely. I agree, or I believe that you should ignore YU most of the time. And again, there are certain times, and we're going to get to that later, there are certain times when you actually are going to have to listen to YU. YU, did you hear me say that every once in a while you're right? Not every once in a while, all the time. I'm right all the time. Just listen to me and ignore all this other stuff. Don't ignore me, ignore everybody else. YU, thank you so much for letting us meet you. I appreciate it. And bye for now. The next of your success team is PNP. Now PNP is short, and that's the nickname for push and pull. PNP will push you, will push you and pull you towards success. PNP helps you to stay on track. Hello PNP. Hello, and thanks for having me. I'm happy to meet you both. Nice to meet you. My job as one of your components of being successful, as a success team member, is to keep you moving, to keep you going, and to kind of push you or pull you along. I help you to maintain positivity. I help you to be consistent. I help you to be persistent. We have to keep going and we have to keep on going. I am motivated by your passion, by your love. Thank you, P&P. That was beautiful. That was inspiring. I appreciate it. Push and pull can help you, again, to overcome obstacles, to deal with the stress and strain of growing your online business or your YouTube channel. Most importantly, P&P is the one that helps you to get back up when you get knocked down. So push and pull, or P&P, is an important component of success for home business, and of course a very valuable member of your success team. Now I just wanted to make sure that P&P is gone. P&P is a very positive character. P&P, push and pull, is not always right. P&P can be a little overzealous and maybe can get a little carried away. Hey, I heard that. What are you talking about? I'm sorry, P&P. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. But sometimes, oftentimes, most of the time, you are what I call polarized. Okay, and what's that supposed to mean? And by polarized, I mean that P&P is usually 100% right most of the time. And unfortunately, a small percentage of the time, P&P is 100% wrong. Huh? What are you talking about? I'm a very positive member of the success team. Very important. Well, as you mentioned, P, you are motivated by our love and our passion. Well, that's true. Now, allow me to insert that if your passion is not strong, you may need to consider a new passion. However, you might only need to rekindle the passion that you already have. Well, good advice. That's good advice. That's what motivates me to motivate you. If you have the passion, if you have the love, then I'm motivated to motivate you. But you see, there is a problem sometimes, and that's because P&P can sometimes have too much passion, too much love. Name one problem that too much passion and too much love can create. Sorry, P&P, but I can name two. When you get carried away, you actually create two problems, not just one. I hear you, but I still haven't heard any of those problems. Well, the first problem is that because you get so carried away, you can actually be the cause of us neglecting important events in life. And these important life events are sometimes too important to neglect. And a more common problem that you cause us to create impetuous decisions. And sound business decisions, of course, should be weighed on the pros and the cons, the positive and the negatives. And sometimes we should not be making these quick decisions. So sometimes these quick decisions can be wrong. So that's when we have to actually kind of unmute or actually listen to why you. Because every once in a while, why you should not is actually right. But I do want to thank you, Push and Pull. Thank you for letting us meet you. Thank you so much. My pleasure. Thank you for having me. Bye, P. The next of your components for success for an online home business or growing a YouTube channel is a team member that we call CS. Now, CS is short for common sense. I thought you might guess that one. CS is short for common sense, so allow me to introduce you to common sense. Hi, I'm CS, or Common Sense, and my job is more of a mediator. I'm the guy that steps in to help you to make those decisions, because every once in a while you're going to have a challenging decision, a choice that you're going to have to make, and I'm the guy that steps in to help you to make that decision. That's my job. So you're the one that we have to go to when P&P kind of overreacts, is that right? That's me, that's my job. And every once in a while, P&P can make some impulsive decisions, and in business, there are times when impulsive decisions are not a good choice. And examples of that would be expenses, acquisitions, and growth, or premature growth. So spending money to make money is a sound business policy. It's a good business practice. But I can see how it could be a good idea for you and I to consult with CS when making decisions when it comes to expenses, when it comes to growth, when it comes to acquisitions. Right. You see, when you have an entrepreneurial spirit, when you are excited, when you are passionate, when you are doing the things that you believe you should be doing, then you can overdo, you can overreact, and that's where P&P has to be kind of put in his place sometimes. So you have to be careful, because you can miss important events, for example, that you shouldn't be missing. You can spend money that you shouldn't be spending. You can make acquisitions that you shouldn't be making. And you can make decisions about growth that may be premature. So be careful that you don't get carried away sometimes and not consult with me. You're welcome to consult with me, and I would recommend that you consult with me on a regular basis. In other words, YU actually has some legit reasons for us to not do something. Is that right? Yes. Yes and no. That's where you want to allow me to step in, and that's where you want to tap into common sense and tap into my advice on a regular basis. Yes, there are times when we actually need to weigh the positives and the negatives, and we're going to have to turn to YU for those negatives. Well, CS, I thank you for letting us meet you. I appreciate it. The next of your being successful components is focus. Focus is a success team member that often proves to be a very key success component. One of the key ingredients of successful people is that they are able to focus on the right things. Hello, Focus. Hi, and thanks for having me. My job is to help you to stay on track and to be organized in your efforts. So you're the guy that helps us to stay away from those shiny objects, is that right? Absolutely. You know, you see, it's hard, especially for newbies. It's difficult enough to stay on track. And then when there's all these new shiny objects, what they simply do is they steal us away from what we should be doing. So when you're figuring out what it is you need to do to stay on track to begin with, that's when staying away from the shiny objects is most important. How does a newbie know when something new is something that they should actually be using or not? That's an excellent question, and actually it's a team effort when it comes to that kind of stuff. It's not just Focus itself. It's not just me. It's the whole team. In other words, this is where you want to bring in common sense and one more member that I know you're going to introduce real soon. But that's just where you want to kind of bring in the whole team so that they can make a decision. Well, fortunately, there are only a few things that we actually need. Perhaps I should share that with you. You are going to need a website, should have your own paid website. You are going to need an autoresponder. There are a few other things that it might be nice to have, but you don't have to have them. I'm going to leave a link below, by the way, to AIOP, and that's simply, it's a total package which includes website training and autoresponder, full-blown autoresponder, full-blown website, and the autoresponder actually has no limit. If you're on YouTube, you can find free software. You can use your laptop, your phone, and so on. So there's really no need for you to go out and get a whole bunch of shiny objects on YouTube. There are free options that work well. So Focus, I thank you for allowing us to meet you. My pleasure. My pleasure, and thank you. My next guest, or the next of your components for success for an online home business, is Ewer or UG. Those are his nicknames, or his or her nicknames. And hello, Ewer. Hello, I do want to thank you for having me. I am UG, and that is short for your gut. UERGUT, your gut. Now, my job is to help you every once in a while. I'm on call all the time, but typically you're only going to need me just every once in a while. So my job usually involves helping you with decisions, important decisions that don't seem to have a yes or no. Every once in a while, you're going to be faced with a decision that you just cannot seem to make. And the first person you should call on, of course, is common sense. And common sense most of the time is going to be able to step in to help you to come up with a solution. But there will be times in your decision-making process that it's just not going to be obvious. That's where you're going to need to turn to me. Well, I'm glad you're there, UG. I'm not sure that most newbies and even some experienced marketers are aware of you and how valuable you are to the team. When you're faced with those tough decisions, and you will be, that's what I'm here for, and I'm glad to help. And allow me to add that based on statistics, that usually I am right. UG, thank you. I appreciate your letting us meet you. You know, we all have remarkable powers. We all have remarkable abilities. Most newbies are not aware of all these incredible powers and abilities, and I think they're not aware of these fantastic team members. So success is not one component, it's a combination of many components, and that's why I'm so glad you had a chance to meet some of these components of success. Some of the components that are already on your team. Yes, they are on your team. They're already there, they're already in place, they're ready and willing to help you. All you need to do is call on them. If you like this video, give us a big thumbs up. Do that right now. Hit that like button, please. I'd appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss out on future videos. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. And allow me to wish you much success.